Hello everyone. I'm going to do a quick live stream. Change around a few things again. I stood this more straight up and down instead of the way it was before, just because it allows the background to be uh, higher. This particular coin has been bent. Not exactly sure what happened, but it does. This dime looks like it spent quite a bit of time underground. It's a 97D. I don't know. Almost, it's very dark. All right. One thing I have talked about a few times is these coins. It's un centavo from Cuba. When I looked at them, I thought, because they put a grains or grams there, and then the date, and then over here it says 250. I thought that 250 meant it was 25% silver. Well, it turns out these aren't. So if you've seen a video and I did say that about these, then I'm going to have to apologize. All right. I want to thank everyone who watched the video of the wheat penny I found on my change. This 52D was gave to me by some friends of mine who I know that have a little retail shop, and every time they run into one, they give it to me because they know I like coins. Speaking of being gave to me, this Franklin Mint from 67, kind of a proof thing, talking about GNC when they got listed on the National Stock Exchange in New York. This particular coin, or round, or whatever you want to call it, is probably plated, might be sterling silver plating, but it's not silver on the inside, so it's just a piece of copper nickel, but it is kind of neat, and I didn't have to pay for it. Another thing I didn't have to pay for. Now, this 35 Walking Liberty thing is bent a lot into like a button shape. Well, turns out these are replicas. They're not actual half dollars that have been bent like this, which you could do. I don't know how hard it would be to do one, but they are like buttons and they got something welded on the back or soldered or whatever that you can screw something into, and you could use these as buttons of some sort. They kind of look like polished up Walking Liberty half dollars, but they're not real. All right. Always go by my bank. I always ask for JFK coins. Got 3 of them the other day. And got $4 coins. Nothing special, but going to use them to try to buy something silver tomorrow. Now, I did get a graded PCGS Mint State 68 modern quarter. They put this way because the design on the back was different. They made for every state. Well, that was the same. This didn't cost very much, and they shouldn't, because I don't even know why somebody bothered to grade this, but they did. What else do I have to talk about? This was also gave to me. It's like a paperweight. This says Las Vegas there. If I can get it to focus. Kind of neat looking, although they probably paid a lot more than what it's really worth, being it's like a tourist type item. But now, getting to some of the videos I have going live, next week and already went live this week about these replicas and fakes. And one I'll show right now that I have out and handy is this 1909 Barber hat. It's Orleans mint, too thick, weighs too much. So, but it doesn't, design-wise, it don't look that far off. If you don't know much about these coins, you could be fooled. Let's see. And then there was this 1879 Morgan dollar copy, fake, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't even come close to weighing the right amount. I mean, it's soft on the, the design. But they don't just, fake, really rare stuff. 1879 Philadelphia is not a real rare Morgan dollar. Not a real expensive one either. Other stuff they fake that's not real rare or expensive either. Stuff like this Mexican coin and this Olympic Libertad one, which the real one says Independency Libertad on the side. This is reeded. So the reading tells you right off the bat it's not real. But it's very important if you're going to buy this kind of stuff to know what it looks like so you don't get stuck with something like this that's fake. And that's not the only thing. I mean, let's talk about a couple other fake ones. The comical looking American Silver Eagle. Got a video going live about this. I had my real Silver Eagle from 23 out to compare it to this one. The reading on this is just horrible. And that's a dead giveaway. Plus the design is sort of cartoonish looking. So when I pull it out, you look at the surface of the coin, how it looks, how the design details are kind of weird. The font on the date is wrong. The lettering doesn't quite look right. On the back, the eagle's lacking a lot of detail that the real American Silver Eagle has. And it has no real mint luster to it. So however they made it, the striking was not very good. Something. And then the reading. You see an American Silver Eagle and you see this. Well, this don't look nothing like what the one, and it doesn't even have the missing chip on it either. So, which this is so far off being right that it's almost comical. Now they do make better ones than this. The other stuff that's fake that you can find, this says 1 troy ounce in the holder, the capsule. It's not even a troy ounce. So right there it tells you it's not a real Aztec round in Mayan calendar. It just isn't. And then there's the silver bar fakes, Silvertown Prospector. Now I have a video live about this. It hasn't been watched enough in my opinion, because you have to know the stuff's out here, or out there, I mean, in that you could be fooled if you don't know this stuff very well. You just see the name, you say, I've seen that name Engelhart in lots of stacker videos. Must be real. And then you find out later that usually they have a serial number on them too, the Engelharts. And then usually the corners are rounded like this Scottsdale one is. This Scottsdale one's not right either. This lettering just isn't very sharp. the edges on the bar. It's just wrong. All of it's wrong, which is good it's wrong because it makes it easier to tell it's not real. So be on the lookout for fake stuff. It's out there. It's in abundant numbers. This isn't really a fake thing. I'll show it here in a second. But stuff all that stuff back in that bag. This is a coin with the design of the moon on it. And then it has the dark side of the moon, which is more pitted. It's an interesting looking piece, but if you do find one like this, don't pay very much for them. They're really not that expensive. They're not that valuable. But I wanted to go live. It's been a little while. I want to thank my people who watch my videos and all the channels that are friendly with me. And hope that you have a good night. And I hope I have something tomorrow that's different and rare to show you. That's what I'm looking for more now than anything else. Got plenty of the common date stuff. I want some stuff that's a little bit rarer, a little bit harder to come by. Because common stuff is just a stack of stuff. You can see something like this dime. It says uncirculated. And then like this, it's fairly common. And then these 1909 wheat pennies, they're fairly common too. But I want something that's not as common. I want a bust, cap bust half. I want something like that. Or some really old Mexican silver, something different, or some other foreign silver. I don't care. I just want something different than most of the stuff I have in my stack. Anyway, I hope that everyone has a good night. Don't want to stay on too long tonight, but I might be on live tomorrow. And if I do go live tomorrow, I might be on longer than tonight. Well, anyway, I'll have videos coming, and we will talk to you soon.